Hi friends, welcome back to channel iQOO. In this I'm going to talk about the review about the iQOO Z5 device after using more than 48 hours of usage. Yes friends, it's been currently 2 days of close to usage with the iQOO Z5 device, and during this time I'll try to explain each and every aspect about this device. So how is the performance, how is the camera, how is the display, how is the build quality, each and everything I'll try to talk in this entire video. So in case if you're looking to buy the iQOO Z5, this will be the really good interesting video to watch. And make sure to follow the playlist which I created for the iQOO Z5. So that playlist also will give you the clear idea what is going on with the iQOO Z5 as well. As you can clearly see, I did already upload a lot of videos on the iQOO Z5 as well. So let's talk with the first thing about the performance segment. So I'll try to talk one by one. So first performance, then display, camera, battery charging, connectivity, build quality, and UI software updates, and the price. Each and every aspect I'll try to discuss. So let's start with the first thing regarding the performance. The performance of the phone, which has got the Snapdragon 778G processor, which is really good, and which has got the enhanced versions of the UFS storage 3.1, and which is also really great, and LPDDR5 RAM type. So it's very rare to get this kind of all the multiple combination in this kind of 20,000 range of price range. So if you use Amazon coupon and if you buy in the HDFC discount, then definitely 20,000 rupees it's really worth. So right now if you don't use those coupons, and the price of this phone right now it's available about, I think, close to, let me try to check. So for this price it's really kind of very rare to get this kind of performance combination. Yes, so with the 8GB RAM storage and 128GB inbuilt memory, and Snapdragon 778G processor, LPDDR5 RAM type, UFS storage 3.1. So in the performance segment, this phone is a beast one. It's really good for this kind of price range. And even the storage test, as you can see, read and write speeds, which are really very high, which are quite close to 30,000 segment mobile phones. That's the one thing which I can definitely say in the read and write speeds, in the performance wise. In the benchmarks also, it's kind of okay, I would say. 5,60,000 and 5,65,000, not bad. Decent enough score for this kind of price range. So overall in the CPU throttling as well, there's not much throttling is happening. That's another main concern for a few of the users. So let me just show you the couple of graphs. I think I did not take any kind of screenshot during that time, but still the graph looks really good in the iQOO Z5 in terms of the CPU throttling. It's kind of really consistent in kind of straight, not much red color indications. Overall the throttling was about close to, I think, 75% or 80%. That's kind of another thing. So it's really good to see friends in this kind of performance segment level, and all the apps, they will definitely open very fast and very quick, and RAM management is also really very good optimization for the multitasking. That's also another advantage, I can definitely say that. Let me try to show you friends. As you can clearly see, it's open very fast, all the apps will open. Instant reaction will be there between all the apps, and multitasking, you can clearly see all the apps you will be able to see in this kind of clear window, as you can see, which opens really very quick. So in terms of the performance wise, this phone is a beast. So next, let's move to the next topic regarding the display. So regarding the display, little bit kind of maybe disadvantage, maybe because of having IPS LCD panel in this phone. The phone has got the IPS LCD panel, 120Hz refresh rate, 240Hz touch sampling rate. Everything is pretty fine, but except if the iQOO includes AMOLED panel in this kind of price range, that could have been really biggest hit, but they did not make it. That's the reason a lot of other users are actually planning to buy other phones. So don't get me wrong friends, the other two things that you should definitely remember nowadays, because of the AMOLED panels, we are seeing the problems like green tint issue and black color crush issue is happening in few phones. So when you compare with those issues, having on the safe spot maybe IPS LCD, sometimes it kind of better, but it also depends upon the user as well. Even this display is also really good, not bad. But if you ask me, if will I prefer this one or AMOLED, definitely I will prefer AMOLED panels, but it's up to the personal opinion as well. But this display, there is nothing wrong with the display at all. In terms of the colors and accuracy, you can clearly see how bright it is. In terms of the overall colors and saturation levels, you can clearly see the saturation levels. So this is the kind of thing with the display friends. Overall, except that AMOLED, everything is perfectly fine in this iQOO Z5. And touch sampling rate is also exactly 240Hz I'm getting in this phone without any kind of issues. So in terms of the display segment, I don't have any complaints in the iQOO Z5. So in the performance segment, I'm satisfied. Display also a little bit satisfied because there is not that AMOLED. In the camera segment also, maybe a little bit kind of satisfied. In the camera segment, yes, little bit. I'll need to show you the couple of shots which are taken using the iQOO Z5. You can see there's a front cam shot which I taken, which looks really good. I mean, it's kind of very close to subject, not much, not bad. You can see how close to the subject it is. I did like the details, how much it can actually capture. You can clearly see the details. I'll try to do the comparison side by side with the Realme GT Master Edition and this phone, then we'll be able to understand slightly better. But overall, in terms of the camera segment, I'm quite kind of satisfied, not much complaints, I can definitely say at this moment, regarding the zooming capabilities and everything. And 4K 60 FPS you cannot record in this phone. That's another slight disadvantage. Let me just show you the video mode and 1080 and 4K. And if I try to select the 60 FPS, what happens, it will immediately change to 1080. So there is no 4K 60 FPS option present in the iQOO Z5. That's another thing you should definitely remember in this iQOO Z5 device. So these are the details about the camera. And night mode shots, low light photography is not that bad, but it's kind of okay, I would say. Not as great as the iQOO 7 device. iQOO 7 has got really good low light photography, but this phone is not that great in the low light photography. I forgot to mention about the Pepe Jeans mobile game. It doesn't support 90 FPS, but you will be able to play really consistent FPS without any kind of issues. Not much heating problems. Yes, that's another thing, not much heating problem. Definitely it has got some cooling technique to cool down. That's pretty good thing. I forgot to mention those things. So next thing is regarding the battery and the charging. So these are the two things. Battery charging speed, I do know it takes about close to 1 hour of time. Charging speed, that's pretty straightforward. And the battery backup, still I am testing the battery backup. So you may expect up to 6 to 7 hours of screen on time in the iQOO Z5 without any kind of problem. 5000 mAh of battery, definitely it will definitely last for 1 day with a medium usage. With a light usage, 1.5 day. It's definitely possible in the iQOO Z5 device. So next is regarding the connectivity. In terms of the connectivity, 5G bands and Wi-Fi 4G plus. Let's check the official page. The 5G bands are 2 5G bands in the iQOO Z5. There are only 2 5G bands. That's kind of slightly disadvantage at this moment in terms of the 5G. And in terms of the connectivity wise, the phone supports Wi-Fi 6 or not. Let me just check. And I don't have any kind of issues with the Wi-Fi connection in this phone. It was able to maintain really good connectivity. And very strong signals as well. You can see it's kind of really strong signals. Not much complaints regarding the Wi-Fi connectivity in the iQOO Z5. I'll try to do the side-by-side comparison with other smartphones. Then you'll be able to understand slightly kind of better how this phone is handling. Definitely I'll try to compare with the iQOO 7. And regarding the 4G plus also, 4G plus I was able to get the carrier aggregation in this device. So not much complaints in the connectivity as well, except not having more 5G bands. That's kind of another thing you should definitely understand. Because nowadays a lot of people, they do care about the more 5G bands. So that's not present in this device. So next is regarding the build quality, haptic feedback and 3.5mm jack. Yes, so build quality, dual speaker setup and really good 4D vibrations effect. You do get haptic feedbacks, fantastic, because you do have the 4D vibrations where you can actually enable while playing Pepe Jeans mobile game and few games as well. That's kind of really advantage in this device, which gives you really very good experience while gaming. That's one of the best experience I do have in this iQOO Z5 device. So build quality wise also it's really good. Back panel, it's not glass, it's kind of plastic, but it won't attract any kind of fingerprints. It doesn't catch any kind of fingerprints at all, as you can see. So it's really good to have this kind of feel type phone. I can definitely say that. I don't want to use any kind of case, but as you can see friends, there is no fingerprint and there is no scratches at all, nothing at all. It looks really good on the back side. So and apart from that, there is a dual SIM card slot here and Type-C dual speakers, which is also fantastic. Not much complaints regarding the dual speakers. So regarding the build quality and side mounted fingerprint scanner is also very fast and accurate. Not much complaints regarding the side mounted fingerprint scanner, not in display one because it's not AMOLED panel anyway. So next is regarding the UI. So the phone comes with the FunTouch UI 12. So FunTouch UI is slightly kind of optimized than the FunTouch UI 11 when compared with the iQOO 7. So FunTouch UI 12 has got the Ultra Game Mode 2.0 and there will be new widgets which you can actually add it, and there will be different kind of multitasking menu which you can actually access. As you can see, different menu here, which looks really good, this kind of multitasking menu. And there are a couple of here and there changes which are available in this new FunTouch UI 12 as well. So where you can actually get a separate widget column and you can access a lot of widgets here, as you can clearly see. Apart from that, there are plenty of other options inbuilt as well. I'll try to do a separate video, then you will be able to understand slightly kind of better. We do have the monster mode which is present in the battery column, as you can see. Monster mode, or if you want you can toggle from the top side as well. That's also available. So in terms of the UI, it's really little bit kind of optimized than the FunTouch UI 11, I can definitely say that. And software updates, 2 software updates can be possible in this iQOO 7 device, Android 12 and Android 13. Those are the things you should definitely remember in this device. So final price, if the price of the phone is kind of close to, let me just check the Amazon website, it should be somewhere around here. Yes, Amazon application. As you can see friends, I did open the Amazon application long back, but it did open instant reaction is there. So 23,990 the price of this phone at this moment, and if you use the coupon 1500 you will get the off as well, and if you use this cards you can actually get further discount. So for this kind of price you're getting 8GB powerful chipset. Yes, powerful. Only drawback in this phone is AMOLED. If you like the AMOLED, then definitely you will try to choose other phones. If you don't care about the AMOLED, if you want performance phone in a little bit kind of less price, then you can definitely choose the iQOO Z5 device. That's it friends, thank you for watching this video, and in case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off, and don't forget to follow the playlist for more information. Thank you for watching. Bye.